All right, hello class. This is week 6 with a focus on research in instructional design and technology. The agenda for this week is to look at a meme. Then we're going to complete another APA activity. That's so great, so grand. Then we'll do an instructional design technology research activity, which I spoke to you a little bit about in class in week 5. Then there is a group presentation, and lastly, things will just be wrapped up for the week. So the meme that we're going to look at today is the classic teacher getting enamored with the latest and greatest piece of educational technology, or just technology in general. Some of the readings that you read from the historical piece in week 4 spoke about how different technologies were adopted by schools and society, and some of the barriers towards adopting new technologies, and some of the appeal of the new technologies. But throughout all of educational history with using technology, some reason good instruction is always left in the wayside when there's the newest technology. And it's something that I will emphasize in more of my other classes. That is, you cannot put the technology above the instruction, and you need to be very intentional with choosing instructional technologies. When you're implementing technologies, you need to consider the affordances, the social cultural interactions, and how you can design your instruction around those characteristics of the technology. Alright, so the first thing that we have for you this week is another APA activity. You all did really great in the last one, so I wanted to have one that is more individual. So basically what I've got is this link. So if you were to click on it, it'll ask you to make a copy. So you can make a copy, so you have your individual copy of it. And then what I have is this thing where you just need to read the sentences and then to paraphrase it, that is, write it in your own words, and then include the in-text citation and the reference list entry citation. So you have your paraphrase sentence and in-text citation that you would put here, and then you have your reference list entry that you will have here. So once you are done doing that, I just want you to email me. Just send me an email with your link. Make sure you make the sharing permissions correct so that I am able to view and edit your document so I can provide you feedback on the APA that you have done. Alright, so the last activity that I have for you for the week is this instructional design and technology research activity. And this is something we went over in last week's materials. You are going to be choosing a researcher that you are interested in interviewing. I've put together a list of people, and basically you need to pick someone from this list and send them an email. What I'm going to do is insert a column and put a sign up. It's going to be pick someone that you are interested in. Once you have emailed them, put your name there. I don't want my colleagues to be bombarded with too many emails, so I'd say no more than 2 people per person. So if you see that 2 people have emailed Lucas Jensen, don't go ahead and email him again. Because again, all of these are going to be put into a shared folder, so you should be able to benefit from the interviews that your colleagues have also conducted. And that said, if you know of someone else in the field that you either have a working relationship with or that you have seen in readings from this course or another, you are also free to reach out to them and to interview someone who is not on this list. And I've included my own information on here if someone would like to interview me as well. So after you have done that, you will share your interview and what you learned on the Blackboard. I will be creating this discussion board area for you. And lastly, we put together this interview guide in week 5 class, and you are free to use it. I have cleaned up some of the language to make it a little more consistent and to add some extra details. You are also free to adapt if their conversation with your person that you're interviewing leads to other questions. Feel free to ask follow-up questions. Feel free to ask things that more closely align to your specific interests. You are in no way beholden to this interview guide. So that is it. We have a area here saved for the group presentation. I will be adding those details once I have received those materials from the group that is presenting for the week. So at some point, JAM will be providing some materials for us related to motivating and engaging students using EdTech. I provided that reading to the Blackboard site and in the Google Drive folder, and you can also get it from the AECT website if you are a member. And that is about it. There's one assignment which you need to do blog number 3, which is related to your understanding of research in the field and how you conceive your long-term plan to conduct research. And then lastly, I want you to begin thinking about having these 3 documents being signed. Again, I know that the vast majority of you do not have an advisor yet, so I'm just wanting to put it on your radar because we are meeting soon as a department to start assigning students to advisors. So it might be a good idea to start filling out those documents and having them ready to go once you are assigned an advisor. So that is it. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know, and I'm glad to answer them.